awaited. Tonight, there is a wave of fear and insecurity in Kilifi County's Malindi town, and it is on that note that we begin tonight's edition of KTN Primetime News. 5 people have been injured and an Italian student volunteer kidnapped in a suspected Al-shabab night attack on a shopping center at Chakama area in Kilifi County. The attackers, described by police as bandits, raided the market in Makongeni sub-location about 80 kilometers west of Malindi town on Tuesday night. Here now is our crime reporter, Bran Obuya, with more details on that horrendous attack.
The exact number of gunmen who attacked the little-known village in Malindi remains unknown, as the figure staggers between 10 and 15 or more. The attackers, whom victims describe as heavily armed men, raided the village in Galana Kulalu at around 8 p.m. Tuesday night.
I live here in Chakama with the Volunteers of African Milele. But unfortunately, yesterday I was going for dinner before I left the lady with the children in the house. Coming back on my way, I found something on the floor. I don't really know what it was, just in front of me. Suddenly it blowed and I found someone in front of me with a gun.
Wakaanza kupiga marisasi, zingine za juu, zingine wakapiga risasi. Kuna mama mmoja mpigwa risasi na vijana wanne. Wala ambao wamepigwa risasi wawili, watatu wamepigwa mguuni, mmoja amepigwa kwa jicho, na mama ambaye sasa yuko hali mahututi amepigwa hapa kwa kifua. Hata sasa yuko hali mahututi.
But what has kept security agencies on toes and under pressure to nab the men who attacked Chakama is the kidnapping of an Italian national. The 23-year-old woman, Silvia Constanca, was among Italian volunteers who had rented a house from which she was abducted at Chakama Trading Center. The first abduction of a foreigner there since raids blamed on Somali Islamist militants 6 years ago.
Baadaye hawa waorma wakamchukua huyu msichana wa Kitaliani Silvia, wakateremka naye, na huko tunakaanza wakateremka naye, nia yao walikuwa ni pesa, lakini wakateremka naye huko chini kwa mto.
Inspector General Boynet ni kwamba hakikisho mama huyo msichana ameokolewa.
The area of the attack, Galana Kulalu, is near Tana River County. Police say they are yet to identify the attackers, and so far no group has claimed responsibility over the Tuesday attack. The injured persons were taken to Malindi Sub-County Hospital. 2 are said to be in critical condition. Sylvia worked as a volunteer at the charity Africa Milele Onlus, which, according to its website, was founded in 2011 by an Italian couple after their honeymoon in Africa.
Tuna imani kabisa kama serikali itaweza kuchukulia hili kwa uzito, hali kama hii haitaweza kwako tena. Kumbuka hii si mara ya kwanza.
A series of abductions further north up the coast in 2011 and 2012, and other attacks by Al-Qaeda-linked Al-Shabab militants from neighboring Somalia caused a sharp decline in tourism numbers and revenue. Gunmen grabbed a wheelchair-bound French woman, Maria Dideu, from her home in Manda in 2011, weeks after attackers killed a British man and kidnapped his wife. It was the killing of David and the kidnapping of his wife Judith in 2011 that became the last straw of patience before the then Grand Coalition government went for the enemy in Somalia, officially launching the Operation Linda Nchi. The latest attack in Chakama, Malindi, is highly viewed by security analysts as a possible resurgence of insecurity at the Kenyan coast. Or is it? Brian Obuya, KTN News.
Well, and just a few minutes ago, I had a conversation with the Coast Regional Coordinator on the same case, and 3 things that came out of that conversation. He says they still do not know the motive of that particular attack. They're calling on residents with any information to reach out to the officials on the ground and help them locate the kidnapped Italian student who was volunteering in the county of Kilifi. And of course, he's also talked about a special forces being deployed for the rescue operation for the girl who was kidnapped in the 8 p.m. attack last night. So we continue to keep you up to date. That conversation that I had was with the Coast Regional Coordinator, Bernard Leparmai, who says they will continue to give us details as they get them from the groups or the teams that are on the ground for this particular operation. So there have been several attacks this year that most of them have been pegged on the Al-Shabab. I want us to quickly take a look at some of the recent attacks we have had, even as the security forces are trying to figure out what the motive of this attack was and what it looked like in essence as they try to get rid of the Al-Shabab militia or the Al-Shabab stems in the country. So the most recent, of course, being today, yesterday, where gunmen suspected to be Al-Shabab attacked Chakama Trading Center. One Italian volunteer was abducted, and that rescue operation is geared towards that. 5 people suffered gunshot wounds, among them children as young as 15 or 12 years of age. And on the 19th of November 2018, about 2 days ago, 4 Al-Shabab militants were killed at the Boni Forest, and AK-47 rifles were recovered in Ijara, which is the border of Lamu and Garissa counties. The Rapid Patrol Deployment Unit officers were involved in a gunfight for hours with the terrorists before they managed to kill the 4 Al-Shabab militants at the Boni Forest. All right, and then we get to October, just about a month ago, on the 9th of October, in Mandera, 2 non-local teachers were killed by the Al-Shabab, and the staff room at Arabia Boys Secondary School was burnt down or reduced to ashes. In Lamu in August, 5 KDF soldiers were killed in a roadside explosion, and 10 others were left with wounds in that particular attack. In May, in Somalia, 8 KDF officers were killed, 2 others injured in that attack. They were killed after their vehicle, which was a Land Cruiser, was run over or ran over an improvised explosive device or an IED. The attack happened near Somali town of Doble. These are some of the most recent attacks that preceded what we have witnessed at Chakama Trading Center in the county of Kilifi. And here on KTN News, we are trying to get every little bit of information